From Divine Sister of the Light Devyani sing, Isis channelings. Venus Inanna at Gate of Authority. The Priestess, the Medicine Woman, the Shamanika, the Tantrika, the Sovereign Queen. These are not titles simply bestowed upon some. These titles have to be earned. When the solid structures of life as we have known it begin to shake and crumble around us, when what we have been told to believe as the truth no longer holds, anchors or protects us, when all that we once held close and cherished no longer warms our heart and soul, and undoubtedly life will bring you to this juncture sooner or later, though the roads leading up to this juncture will be different for all. Death, loss, broken heart, constrained, joyless existence, health issues, disappointment, failure. That is when the soul is ready to take on the journey known as the dark night of the soul. Inanna's descent into the underworld and subsequent ascent is this very journey of the dark night of the soul, which we all must undertake multiple times. According to the ancient Sumerian myth of Inanna, which is reflected in the journey of Venus in the sky, Inanna journeys to the underworld to meet her sister, Ereshkigal, who is actually her shadow aspect. That is the journey of the ego must undertake to meet those parts of itself that have been kept hidden in the shadows of pain, guilt, fear, anger, trauma, by stripping away all false concepts of pride, self-worth, control, identities, masks, stories, protection that the ego hides behind. It is thus a journey of death of the false, delusional ego self, a journey of vulnerability, authenticity, and raw nakedness, so that we can truly embrace those parts of ourselves we are ashamed to acknowledge, even to ourselves. It is a journey of presence, acknowledgement, being the witness, surrendering and accepting our darkest, deepest secrets, shining a light on them and integrating them so that we move into wholeness. And thus a rebirth takes place, a liberation from all fears. How does it feel to be liberated from all that you once feared? It is a rebirth into remembrance, light, courage, power, inner strength and wisdom, empowerment and leadership, and initiation. As we reclaim shamed, divorced, and denied parts of ourselves, we developed humility, compassion, and grace. And it is these very qualities that make this transformation and rebirth exceptional, for none of the titles mentioned earlier have any substance without these qualities. And thus we midwife and rebirth ourselves into the Sovereign Queen, fully empowered within her inner kingdom, for only then will she become queen of her outer world. Tomorrow, September 11th, Venus Inanna enters her first gate of descent at the crown chakra, on her journey to the underworld to meet her sister, Ereshkigal. The descent, as always, begins at the very top. Venus currently is shining bright like a diamond at her very highest in the pre-dawn sky, where she currently reigns as Queen of Heaven. At each gate she is stripped off an item of her jeweled possessions, which are associated with her title and power as Queen of Heaven, which symbolizes the release of all blocks, false stories, walls of protection, masks, perceptions, distortions, patterns that our ego self hides behind to give us a false sense of identity, pride, self-worth, and protection, while it is actually hiding pain, loss, fear, trauma, guilt, shame, anger, betrayal, and abandonment. Tomorrow at the Gate of Authority at Crown Chakra, Inanna is stripped off her crown as Queen of Heaven, symbolizing the removal of all that blocks our connection to heaven, source light, our limitless divine spirit self, our very own goddess light. As Venus descends into our crown, guiding us on our journey of embodiment of our divine goddess light, we are asked to inquire into our illusions about power and authority, where we are giving away our power instead of moving into self-authority, self-mastery, and reclaiming agency and responsibility of our life, as opposed to projecting on others and whining in victimhood. How do we embrace true power and compassion within? For only then will we be true sovereign queens, in charge of our inner and outer queendoms and destiny. How can we fully embody our divine soul light, our soul gifts, our talents, so that we may reach our highest potential in this incarnation? What is blocking our connection to source light, spirit self, and feeding the illusion of separation from all that is? Look up at the pre-dawn sky tomorrow as Venus Inanna meets the waning moon at first gate of authority. And as you bring her light into your own crown chakra, seek her blessings and guidance to fully embody the aspect of the Leo meta-goddess as the sovereign queen of the creative fires. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Dākinī from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. Greetings, beloved beings of light. Hope you're having a most beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for joining us today on this video. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A lot of codes coming into the field today. We have 144 coming in all day. We have massive energies flowing in from the great central sun through our Solaris and into the crystalline core of our hearts and into the crystalline core of the heart of Pachamama. We have the 9-9 portal coming up this Saturday, so a lot of energies merging together, coalescing, converging. This is a harmonic convergence of all timelines, dimensions, and realms. So thank you for joining us on our mission. If you receive value from these daily transmissions and teachings, if you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a monthly pledge or one-time donation at the links at egolovecondor.com. And if you cannot afford $1 a month, $5.10, what would really help us also is if you could like the video, leave a comment, and what helps us the most is sharing these videos, sharing these teachings and transmissions all over the internet through social media and through your groups, through your tribes and networks. That helps us out a lot. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for all of you that have supported our work and mission over the years, and to those that still continue to support us, our mission, and this great works of our light work. So thank you, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and glorious day in the new heaven upon the new earth. Namaste.